Chair. You gotta close that door, Pete. Or Elena, can you go close the door again? Do you want to play the music again?
I could.
Are those two cameras rolling yet?
No, she just has to press the button.
Okay. Yeah, play the music again. Hey, Facebook Live. Hey, TikTok Live. And then, Elena, can you do the two buttons? And we're going to do the same thing again. And you can announce from back there all of our mics. Here's your mic, hon. And you can do the announcement again. So we're ready. All yours are glowing, Pete? I don't know if this one's on. Okay, mine's on. Oh, maybe it wasn't on upstairs. Now it is.
Okay. And we're back to Good Day NWI with Becky and Pete.
Are you doing the music?
Welcome. I just pressed the button and nothing's happening over here. I don't know what's going on here, but whatever.
Too many buttons.
No, because it's on Bluetooth. That's why you can't hear it.
Okay.
That's okay.
No worries. So we should have our music. You heard it at the beginning. We'll play it again at the end. I'm Becky.
And I'm Pete Panos. How are you?
Valentine's weekend again. So we had the big gyro cook-off upstairs.
That smelled so fantastic. Gyros, that's what it's called.
Gyros.
It's fantastic.
Gyros. What did I say? Gyro?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I'm
okay.
so
That's all right.
sorry.
You'll
I'm
learn.
so
You'll learn.
sorry.
That's okay.
I still got that. I still got that.
Where do you buy ground lamb? I never heard of it. I know I've heard of it before, but I know you can buy ground lamb. I know you can buy ground beef. But
You
where
can
do you
get
buy
ground
that?
turkey too. I see lamb. Maybe he grinds it. But these specialty stores that maybe like the ones we're talking to come on, and then we can promote them. He mentioned another one, but I'm not sure where that was at.
It smelled fantastic.
Yeah, it was. So we have our audience is still upstairs eating, and then we're going to go with the second half of the show. We did our food, fashion, weather, traffic, so catch that. And I kind of, with the dessert, I wanted to mention this. I got this candy because I subscribe to Lakeshore Public Media. It's a monthly fee of about $12, and we're hoping that one day that this actually can go on there so that can help get viewers for their other shows that they have.
Got it.
Yep.
Albanese candy factory, right?
It was they are
Everybody
very
knows
good.
that place. I know everybody orders candy from there. I work in Illinois, and everyone knows that place. They're like, oh yeah, I know where that's at. It's
We
like
gotta
a
get them
huge
as a
factory.
sponsor. We are known as the gummy bear capital of the world because of
Because of them.
Albanese.
Really?
When we do all these sporting adventures, we take a little bag of those because that's what we're known for. It's an easy gift to give. We're going to start with the trending stories. So we have a guest. Well, we're going to bring her up in a minute. If you want to come on up, Elena's been helping us with technology. I was thinking you were later, but you're fine.
Thank you, Becky.
So
I appreciate you.
Elena Vasilikis, how are you? She's back.
A lot of
very
Greeks
well.
on the show today.
Wow.
Quite a few, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No wonder I'm feeling a little sandwiched.
That's okay.
There you go.
Nothing bad to
And the Greek sandwich. It's the best.
So one of the things when we first met, an idea we had, and it came up on Kelly's show, was the singing telegram.
Yes.
And you can actually do them. If somebody wanted to do a singing telegram, how would they get a hold of you?
Right. So you can contact me through actually Good Day NWI through Becky, and she can relay. So what that is I put on a Valentine heart suit.
Oh, really?
And you could request a song. And I do anniversaries and birthdays and you name it.
Well, St.
People
Patrick's Day's
love
coming. You're
it.
gonna dress up like an elf.
We all become Irish,
And
right?
you better believe it.
So we
There you
got
go.
to expand our closet a little bit. But your background is in theater and
Correct, yes.
performance, and you were in Beautiful with Me, and then you have an improv group, and then the other wonderful thing she does. Tell us the 1 minute on what to know for astrology for this coming month into this Easter season, which sometimes people are like it's a little taboo, but we just look at the planets and say, hey, how does it relate?
Yeah, it's just another tool, right, on how we connect with one another. So, for instance, we're in the sign of Aquarius.
I didn't say that. Age of Aquarius.
It's a good song, right?
Age of Aquarius.
And so then starting February 20th, we will be entering into the sign of Pete.
Pisces.
Oh,
You better believe it.
Is that the fish?
That's
The fish.
That is
We have a whale story coming up later, so hang in there.
Right now we're talking about fish. not
Okay.
women.
So, and what is fish? The if you are a Christian, that is the sign of Jesus, right? The fish.
Yeah.
And so, what do we celebrate at the time? Easter.
Yep,
right?
Easter,
So we're
that's
going
right.
Into, Easter season. And little known fact, all the planets matter and all the different signs. So we're currently, the moon is in the sign of Libra. So any Libras out there, now's a good time to express your emotions when it comes to love. Libra is the balance. It is the first incarnation when it comes to love and romantic relationships. So that's something to think about.
Is anything going on with the Leo?
Leo's right now. Leo, actually, with the moon being in Libra, that Libra energy goes very well with Leo. So
what about
now,
Kathy?
what are your signs?
Is it Mary?
Virgo. Okay.
Scorpio.
It's Scorpio. Yeah. So I'm a Taurus. That's Scorpio's polar opposite.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah.
So we're going into, like you said, it's kind of they mesh with, like, so we have the Easter season, so we have the beads, so we've got Fat Tuesday coming, which is
Right.
also, people are like, but it is like a Catholicism or just Christianity related. So I try to
It
bring
is,
that
but
in.
the beads, if you're in New Orleans, mean something else to get these beads, right?
Okay. That's very.
I brought them because they matched my outfit. But I'm thinking of the Patchkis. That's coming up on that Tuesday. So I'd like to get some of those. If I would like Strax to send them over. I'm going to manifest that.
Manifestation. That's right. Yeah.
So people can get a hold, because you could go to them. They could come to you, have parties with that, maybe a little bit.
Definitely. So I also do like your natal, your birth charts, your synastry, which is one person and another. And definitely I do birthday parties, any type of functions, and just, it could do chart readings, any type of questions you have. I've been doing this not to age myself, for over 20 years. So nothing phases
But you're
me.
so fun to have around. So
Since
I'm
she was
always
9,
like
she's
in my
29.
fun
I'm
list.
29.
Yeah.
This is Pete. Yes.
So you're
Right?
gonna stay and talk about a few things here.
So what's up with Pisces this time of the year? What's coming up anyway?
Pisces. So, okay, Pisces is the last sign of the human incarnation. So actually, when we go to the sign of Pisces, we're then in the spiritual form. And that's where the spirituality comes in. So from one sign, the first sign, which is Aries, all the way to the 12th sign, it represents our soul's evolution. Okay? So someone's born Aries, they're learning the first breath of life, the first concept of to be into the human form. Whereas in the 12th house, or the sign of Pisces, now you're learning there's something higher than me, there's spirituality.
Yeah, I need help.
Yeah.
And I'm going right into this. Look at this word, because this man must have had help. Did you see that?
Whale.
I think it was in
Oh, yeah.
Patagonia.
Oh,
He
my
was
goodness.
swallowed by a whale
And then the whale spit him out.
and spit him out.
Could you imagine?
And his father was like going, Aruba,
What
like help
the
me.
heck?
Like, are you done? Yeah.
the whale, right?
So quiet when you was video, and I would have been.
That would be
Yeah. But there's a lot of things in so we want to relate that story, because like, how does that?
That was crazy.
In Northwest Indiana, we have this huge body of water, and there's like decreasing, presence there. People are on the shelf ice, and you can't be on that. So that was kind of reminding me, like, of how dangerous that water can be.
very much so.
So remember that in the winter here, we were talking about that. They were up there. It looks
Could
like
you
it's
imagine
solid.
a whale eats you and says, "Nah, I don't think so," and they spit you
That
back out
is
again?
amazing.
You know what?
What hap-
It's because he wasn't Greek or Italian.
That's what it was,
I'm
right?
gonna say it. I'm gonna say
Right,
it.
right.
Okay,
right. It did have
okay,
that
all right.
tzatziki flavor to it.
Okay,
He's like, "Hey, forget this
and I'm
nonsense,"
sure
right.
Polish too. They
That's a
don't
good
like us
point.
either.
Yeah.
Did you hear about?
Ozempic, yes.
Do you know what else it's good for besides
For-
the weight?
Not to drink alcohol.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It will curb your
That's what they say.
desire or your hankering or your what is that called when you're pregnant? Craving.
Craving.
for it, Yeah.
Isn't that
and here,
wouldn't that be amazing?
I've been on Ozempic for almost 2 years.
Really.
That explains why I don't drink beer.
I thought you didn't really
I don't
you
drink
weren't
anyway.
really a drinker,
I'm not. But even
still,
though with that, you
yeah.
just nothing.
So,
you don't even want to eat when
you
you're
know,
on Ozempic. So.
That's been controversial, but I'm thinking if you can take something that will help your body, especially because in America things are so easy for us, and we were tending to get bigger. If we can have something help us to not get those problems, like obesity, cancer,
Alcoholism, this will fight that, for sure,
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if you can utilize it safely, then why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that report came out 3 days ago, if I'm not
Yeah, I
mistaken.
heard about that. That
Oh my
was
God,
very
that's
interesting.
awesome,
I
man.
can't remember
Yeah.
where I heard that, but I thought, gosh, that's amazing. And then I don't know, but I watch these things too. We're in session now in Indiana downstate.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of bills out there, and one of the ones was the toll roads. And I'm like, I'm like, please don't do it. I've already have enough trouble driving, you know, and because my GPS is telling me stay to the left. I needed to go through the toll booth, and I got a ticket. They sent me a ticket.
Why?
Oh.
Because I had my little box, but it wasn't full of money, and so I should have went right. But
Well,
my
that helps.
GPS was
But they give you X amount of days to pay for it, don't they?
no.
If you don't.
They said it
Oh.
has to be in there now. You used to be able to send the money after the fact. No, it has to be in there now. So they charged me all these other charges, and I'm like, please don't give us toll roads up here.
And they're trying to pass a bill at the State House to lower property taxes
Okay.
for Indiana residents. Did you read about that?
Yeah, because they're taking away other things.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean,
I don't know.
our property
People are
taxes
falling
here
in the lake.
are pretty good anyway.
I'm originally from Chicago, so I appreciate the lower property
Yeah.
taxes here. Yeah, for sure.
Except for if you don't have services, like, are you like? What about police and fire?
Well, they're not going to eliminate that. That's not
Okay,
gonna
well,
happen.
we better watch. Okay.
No, that's not going to happen.
All right.
Oh.
It won't be the Wild Wild West, that's for sure. Not
Okay,
around here.
we'll see.
No, it's not going to
Pets.
happen.
All right. So what do we usually say about pets? We have to do this to them, right?
Yep.
What is it?
I get my glasses and I'll tell you. Get them neutered
And spayed.
and spayed.
Spayed,
Yeah.
because we're equal opportunity here, but
Yeah.
it is easier to neuter, just FYI.
It is. It is. Yep.
But here's the biggest thing I've seen on social media are all these lost animals. So I'm going to suggest there are collars you can buy that will track them. You can also put the
The chip.
air tag on
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
The chip just tells you who they belong to, but the air tag will track them if they move around. They also have, I did this for my poodle beagle. He kept on running out to Route 20. So I got this little box that emits a signal around my house about 100 feet. And then you put the flags up and you go, cowboy, don't go there. He went there. He got like,
He gets shocked.
and he stayed by my side the rest of his life.
Well, he started getting shocked.
Well, it's called a sensor collar. It's not real bad.
doesn't hurt- it doesn't
not
harm
real
them?
bad. It just scares them. But I'm like, you got to do something because these poor animals are loose all the time, and they can get out the gates. They can get out the door. I get it, but let's maybe. I don't even know if some of them even have collars. So just even a regular collar. So
Wow.
we appreciate all the people who are donating to these shelters that house these animals. So we all have them.
Yeah.
Your two are beautiful. They came out. I'm like, they must have just went to the spa. You have who?
I have a Shih Tzu named Molly, adopted, and I have a 6-pound Maltese Fonzie.
I love that name.
Yeah.
It takes me
Fonzie.
back
Fonzie
to
Rowland.
the 70s, you know,
Yes,
and the
he's
happy
all about,
days.
hey, 1950s.
About this time now with the studio audience, if you guys can think about this, we do an impact winner. Somebody in your community, and it could be anybody watching, that says, you know, it's not even this person's job, but they're still doing great things, like running something or volunteering or donating that we probably don't know about. So we like to give that. We have shirts, we have awards, we
And
have
there's been a lot of people doing that with all these hurricanes lately. Quite a few, more than you know.
people that
Let me
drive
tell you.
down,
sure.
down stuff. And the fires, people were helping with those.
That's
so there's
horrible.
always like
In
a lot of
California,
natural.
right?
And then even at home, you know, I see people, and it's usually single mothers on Facebook again, that they've got kids and they have nowhere to stay and they need food. So there are pantries available. You can talk to your trustee. That's also a good route to go. And then there's people like that just, you know, like, hey, where can I meet you and help you out?
Right.
So, and there are shelters that they can, and they did build a man's shelter in Valpo. So
They did?
Really?
yes, yes,
Really?
I think it was
Good.
Mitch,
Yeah.
and especially with people struggling with, and that's what Angels does, is trying to keep the fentanyl out, not just to help treat, but just to keep it away so that the problems don't even occur. So I think it is like a
Being
facility.
More proactive.
And now the feds are on that too, like big time with Trump
Oh,
in place.
that would
he's
be great.
Making sure
That
they
would
don't
be
come in.
great. I'd like to see DEA on our 8094, to be honest with you. We're going to go into
It's getting there.
sports. What time do we have? Oh, I got your. Thanks for letting me borrow your watch, Kathy.
Okay.
Oh, and I can't see far. I have to have it close. Okay, so
That
sports.
happens when you turn 50.
I haven't been able to see far since I think I was in the classroom in college, and I'm like, boy, that's fuzzy, but I could still shoot. So speaking of shooting, girls basketball state tournament starting. I was in LaPorte. They are fantastic. I'm telling you, they are. I don't know if I could play the way they play now. I'm just like, whoa. So that was
Why?
amazing.
What's the difference? What happened?
It is fast. It is fierce. It's brutal. It's brutal. I'm like, don't drive. Oh gosh, please don't let her get hurt. I used to tell Luke that. I'm like, don't drive when we're in Michigan City. They're gonna clobber you.
Probably taller too now, right? Than when you played,
Um,
right? A lot taller.
I don't know. We had tall. It's just I think they're. I mean, we probably do. It's just because I'm, it's so far removed now. But gosh, I wish I could hop out there. They have wrestling going on. I want to give a shout out. I know Sean Turpin's watching his nephew who switched to Lowell. And I'm having trouble with the name, but his mother, I want his mom on the show. I've mentioned this before. So he's already, I think, through semi-state. His mother carried her sister's baby for her because she couldn't have a baby.
Wow.
That
Really?
is an amazing story. That is an amazing feat. I'm like, what selflessness. Sean, if you're watching, can you tell us your nephew's name? I'd like to. Joe, I know is the dad's name because I watched them.
And they're from where?
They're down in Lowell because he goes to Lowell High School now. Swimming's going on, gymnastics is going on, speech and debate, cheer, bowling, Trojan guard. Well, I know there's guards all over.
Yeah.
What did you? You got soccer. They still
Yeah.
play that year round.
Yeah, they do.
You're shooting around basketball. I see you doing that at.
Oh,
What
yeah,
is
I
this
did.
with this fitness stuff? Like you're there every day.
Look at her.
I'm
My
addicted
word.
to fitness.
Wow.
You know, I'm very much that my body is my temple. So, and I love exercise and,
How
and
nice
basketball.
is
Speaking
that?
of basketball,
I
right?
know. You
So
played
anyway,
too.
Anyway, play basketball, jog, walk. Walking is actually the number one exercise. Did you know that?
Actually, I
Well,
walk a lot.
See, Pete knows.
if
Pete
you
knows.
friend Pete, you can walk with him at night,
At
usually in the snow,
Yep.
to
At
keep in
midnight.
shape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you could just be on your treadmill in your house, or you could just. My mom uses that little pedal thing when she watches you. She's like, "Yay, Pete!"
But she's 95 years old. I mean, that's what she should be doing,
93.
right? 93. Okay.
Grandma Sue, we always
But
got to
I
give a
do.
shout out, our
I-
number one fan.
If it's after 1 a.m., I won't do it. But before midnight or so,
Yeah.
I don't care what the weather's like. If it's minus 20, I won't do it.
Why the neighbors start going? Oh.
No, they're like, oh,
Too
that
late.
creep again. He's on. What the, They
Creep
close their.
or
They,
greet?
same thing. They close the
Creep,
curtains
creepy
and they
creep.
try to look in. But I do. I have a path. Like, and I go past Kathy's house almost every night. They go to bed early. All the lights are off over there. I mean, what the heck? 10 o'clock, they're done. But and I do. I make sure I do 5 miles like it's nothing.
So even
Yeah.
though we're eating great food, and you can have little bits and pieces of that, but you should also be working out and lifting to combat that. So we want to stay healthy in 2025 here
Yeah.
in Northwest Indiana. We did a little local. We can move on. So name some. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Val. She's been helping us. She's at the NBA All Stars with her daughter and the new baby, and
Nice.
it's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Val's there.
Oh,
David's
today's her
out there.
birthday?
Yes. David's out in California too. So give a shout out to him. This is also, I saw some, because we had an accident, I think some figure skaters had passed, but the Olympics.
Yes.
So
the airplane crashed in Washington, got hit by a helicopter.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe that. I was there the week before that happened.
That's right.
Oh,
I
at the-
remember you.
oh,
I-
we wanted to
I
talk
went to the
about that, the
inauguration.
inauguration, yeah.
Probably the best experience I've ever had doing anything. And I don't go anywhere.
Right.
I don't like airplanes. But when I had the opportunity to go, I had to go. I went to the Capitol. I went to the State House. I went to the White House. I went everywhere. It was amazing. The weather was freezing. I rained on for 2 days, came back here and got sick for 2 weeks. But it was very well worth it.
Oh, yeah.
It was the
Yeah,
best
that's awesome.
experience. The best experience.
So they're gearing up for like all these, because Washington D.C. They kind of have to know everything that's going on around the world.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, Mr. Trump was at the Super Bowl.
And today was at the Daytona 500.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Dang.
he goes everywhere. He's a regular guy. A lot of people didn't like him. They didn't want him to win. I'm a major Trump fan. I mean, and everybody
Yeah.
knows it.
I wish the best
He's a regular
for,
guy.
Yeah.
So-
for everybody in power. I mean, because it's not an easy job. That's for
I
sure.
just wanted to bring up
Yes,
the
ma'am.
Chiefs' loss.
Oh, I was
Here.
going to skip that because it
They
makes me
say that
cry.
was fixed. Was it?
I'm telling you, yeah. I'm
There's
gonna say
no
it.
way someone can play that horribly and be so good
Well,
to get to that
I
point.
said either the Eagles took really good medicine because they were all sick, or they got the plays. Okay, somebody got the plays, and they were. But did you see the lady with the voodoo doll? That
Or-
was it.
yeah, that's
That
right.
was it. I said something really bad happened. Then on the news, I'm like voodoo. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what happened.
Oh, they didn't want Taylor Swift to marry the guy. I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
that
right?
I don't know
That's
if
what
they
they
would
said,
have
right?
done
Did they?
it.
'Cause
No, they
oh,
didn't split,
okay.
but I do like them. But
It's coming.
that
It's
might have.
coming.
I wish them the best too. So thinking about what's coming up, this is your favorite, Pete. Check this out. We had them on along with the Oilmen.
Optimist. March 15th, which is a national Greek holiday, which is my birthday. Don't forget. There's a huge fundraiser with the Optimists and the Cash for Charities.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
in
Yeah,
Hammond.
in Hammond.
Where's that at the hall or something?
It is at the hall.
The
which-
flyer is on my page as well as events.
I don't remember, but it's on a Saturday afternoon. And now Cash for Charities and Optimists got together. They give away $150,000
Yeah.
a
Oh,
year.
wow.
They're retired school teachers from Hammond that got together 8 years ago and started donating money to
Now
needy
you can buy a
families.
raffle ticket to help
Yeah, it's
get
15
them
it's
get the
15
money in
bucks.
there, and then they're serving corned beef and cabbage,
Yeah,
and they're
and we're
having
gonna
the
be there.
parade.
We're gonna
We're
be
going to
there
be
live that
there.
day.
We're gonna probably go live.
We are,
Yes, so we're
for sure.
inviting everybody to come join us.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, there are community meetings going on. There's chamber meetings. There's council meetings. What other meetings do you guys go to? Anything? There's a lot. If you go on our Facebook page, you can see all these events and.
And get involved and don't complain if you don't like what's going on, if you don't get involved, right? Get involved
That's
with
true.
it, right?
Yeah.
And,
Right.
and there's a lot of events going on. I know they had something at the Hoosier Theater last night. Was a tribute to Pink Floyd.
Oh, they did.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's coming
Nice.
back around. So if you want these things to happen, form your own committee and get them rolling.
Yeah.
I know we're going to help with St. Paul's Church coming up. And I was at Whiting, so we're going to try to get the field house. I'm putting these things out there, because if you put
What are
them,
they trying to do at the field house?
we're trying to build one. So I'll